Liquitex Professional Acrylic Inks share a common attribute with the rest of the Liquitex line, and that's really versatility. Now, because it's an acrylic ink, it can be mixed with the other mediums and the other tube colors in the line. And that's different than what you normally think of when you think of inks. Usually it's a dye in a shellac base. Because this is an acrylic, again, it can be intermixable with all the other Liquitex products. And there's 30 colors in the range, and they match with the other colors. So that's nice to have an exact match. So if I have, let's say, vivid lime green in a tube color and vivid lime green in an ink, again, those are going to match. They're intermixable, same color. They're water-based, they're permanent inks, and again, they're very, very fluid. So that allows me to do a lot of things that I would normally do with other inks, again, a dye in a shellac base. But this is better because since we're using highly pigmented acrylic rather than a dye, we've got light fastness, we've got a permanent ink. Dyes can fade over time, and that's something that you really don't want for the longevity of your work. So again, these colors can be mixed with the mediums that we have and also the tube colors as well, again, to add to versatility throughout your whole practice in your studio. So all of the things that I can do with a traditional ink can be done with the Liquitex Professional Acrylic Inks. So I've got what we would call some people call it a dip pen or call it a crow quill pen, even though it is a metal nib. So I can dip that right into here, get into delicate hatching and cross hatching, all that kind of stuff. I could combine with that brushwork. Now I like this is a phthalo cyanine blue, and I like this because it starts out really deep, but it's nice right here when I come in and you see that undertone coming through there is really, really pretty. So I can do all that kind of neat stuff there too. And then, you know what I'll do too, I'm going to put out a lot more ink right here. I'm going to sort of flood this area for a second. And the reason I'm doing that too is if you're doing something like maybe mixed media work and you want to bring in a stamp, I can do that. I can start to incorporate that in here too, so I can use that. And then also, because this is an acrylic emulsion, what I can do, I've got pouring medium in here already. I'm going to take, I think, a different color now. This is yellow medium azo. Shake that up a little bit. And I'm going to put about 2 dropperfuls into this. I don't need a whole lot, really, maybe just a touch more. And I'm going to take the end of my brush and mix that ink in here to the pouring medium. So now I've got the versatility. That was that key word I mentioned before. Ink here with the pouring medium, and I can do some interesting things. I can start to drip and drizzle this ink. If I want to incorporate all these different techniques, that's wet, so it's bleeding with that a little bit, making a nice green color. So with any product in the Liquitex line, it all comes back to being able to intermix these things, have a lot of great versatility to really expand your creativity.